So I'm going flying today, and I want to talk to you about the 5 weirdest things about flying in the UK as compared with flying in some other parts of the world like North America or in some cases Europe. Now, the first thing on my list is something that people in other parts of the world will think is really, really odd. It's called PPR. PPR stands for prior permission required, and it's something we have to do even before we start the engine. Some places apply PPR very strictly, and if you don't have it, even if you're overhead the airfield, they'll tell you to go away again. They won't let you land. Where we're going today actually is fairly relaxed, and I think if you turned up without PPR, they probably let you come in, but I'm going to send them an email nonetheless. Dear Tour Western, please may I humbly request landing at Turweston today, ETA 10 o'clock, yours truly, the flying reporter. Right, got to wait for an email back now to make sure that we can actually land at Turweston.
PPR is a faff, an added chore for pilots, and if you don't get it, some places will not let you land. Most pilots don't see the need for it. Aerodromes say it helps them plan their arrivals and departures. Other parts of the world seem to manage without it, but here in the UK, it's widespread. If you thought PPR was an odd concept, wait until you see what else we have to do. And this time, it's once our engine is running.
New prop. So the engine's all warmed up now, and I'm going to call up for taxi. This is an airfield with full ATC, and I'm going to be given the first of several squawk codes, transponder codes, that I'm going to be given on this short 30-minute flight. Red Hill Tower, good morning. Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, outbound with Zulu, QNH 1001.
Mike India Victor at the tower, park message.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, parked opposite the tower, request taxi, VFR flight to Turweston, 1 POB.
Victor, hold Alpha 1, squawk 3767.
Taxi Alpha 1, squawk 3767, Golf India Victor.
We've been told to squawk 3767. In fact, every single aircraft that takes off and lands here at Red Hill will be given the exact same code.
Victor, entry for left, distance 33 degrees 14 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 left, Golf India Victor.
But the madness doesn't end there. When we change to the next unit, we'll be given a new code.
Golf India Victor, Buckland, request frequency change, Farnborough radar 133.440.
India Victor, pick up armor, squawk on security.
Squawk on security, goodbye, Golf India Victor. So that's our second code, second transponder code of today. Got a few more to come.
That means I now have to squawk 7000 to show them that I'm VFR. But just 1 minute later, I'm assigned another code.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, QNH correct, squawk 0460.
QNH correct, squawk 0460, Golf Bravo Mike India Victor.
When clear of the controlled airspace, they give me another code and another frequency.
Farnborough radar, Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, squawking 0460.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, Farnborough radar, London QNH 1001, squawk 5021, traffic service.
QNH 1001, squawk 5021, traffic service, Golf India Victor.
And once I'm nearing my destination airfield, I have another transponder change.
Golf India Victor, squawk on security, free call to Western, goodbye.
Goodbye, Golf India Victor.
On a flight that lasts just 45 minutes, I've had to change my transponder code 5 times. It's bonkers, really. Coming up next.
So here we are, in the clouds. We haven't got a clearance. We didn't ask to climb, we just said we were going to do it.
AOPA is on a mission to secure our freedoms to fly. It's a membership organisation for pilots and aircraft owners, and it campaigns and lobbies on issues that affect our flying. It has meetings with government officials, departments and the regulator, responds to consultations on our behalf, and is there to help us should we get into any bother. To get a 25% discount on new 1 or 2 year AOPA UK memberships, use my special link on the screen and in the video description.
I'm showing you the 5 weirdest things about flying in the UK, and this next example might just blow your mind.
I'm in Class G airspace. I am talking to a controller at the moment. and I'm currently VFR. But there's some cloud ahead, and I'm going to do something that a lot of people around the world will think is very, very odd.
I've told the controller I'm climbing to 3,000 feet. I've changed my flight rules to IFR, and I can just get on with it. No permission, no clearance is required in Class G airspace.
So here we are in the clouds. We haven't got a clearance. We just said that we were going to climb. We didn't ask to climb, we just said we were going to do it. You can actually do this without talking to anyone, believe it or not. You can have the radio turned off in Class G, IFR. Not that that would be a good idea to do.
It's time for the fourth weirdest thing about flying in the UK, and it concerns the air traffic services that we're given outside of controlled airspace. Listen to this radio call from another flight from another day.
Southend Radar, Golf Bravo Mike, India Victor, request traffic service.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, Southend Radar, pass your message.
Good morning, Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, PO28 Arrow Red Hill to Earls Cone, position 5 miles northeast of Chelmsford, altitude 2,900 feet, QNH 1010 IFR, routing Colchester and Ipswich, request a traffic service.
Golf India Victor, identified traffic service, squawk 4575, QNH correct. Reduced traffic information due to your proximity to the Earls Cone ATZ.
Roger, reduced traffic service, squawk 4575, QNH 1010 Golf Bravo Mike India Victor. We don't have, as people would know in the US, something called flight following, which is kind of a radar service. We don't have sort of radar advisory service or radar information service like you might get in Europe on a FIS. We get two types of service, mainly VFR, that's basic service and a traffic service.
The official definition of a basic service is an air traffic service provided for the purpose of giving advice and information useful for the safe and efficient conduct of flights. This may include weather information, changes of serviceability of facilities, conditions at aerodromes, general airspace activity information, and any other information likely to affect safety. The avoidance of traffic is solely the pilot's responsibility. A traffic service is a surveillance-based air traffic service, where in addition to the provision of a basic service, the controller provides specific surveillance-derived traffic information to assist the pilot in avoiding other traffic. Controllers may provide headings and/or levels for the purposes of positioning and/or sequencing. However, the controller is not required to achieve deconfliction minima, and the pilot remains responsible for collision avoidance. This could all change soon though. The UK is looking to align its air traffic services more closely with ICAO standards in the future.
Echelon Air is a flying school designed around you, your schedule and your goals. Based at Biggin Hill Airport near London, Echelon operates a modern fleet of Cirrus aircraft, benefiting from all the latest technology, comfort and safety features. The team of instructors are there to guide you through your training and beyond, helping you to get the most out of your licence and aircraft ownership. Get in touch with Echelon Air today.
So here's a thing that I don't know if you have this in the US. I think there's a different version of this in Europe. It's called the standard overhead join, and it's the most common, well, the most recommended type of join that one would make at an airfield, and I'm going to show you that now. Golf India Victor, 3 miles to the south, tend to make a standard overhead join, and we'll report descending on the dead side.
Golf India Victor, roger, thanks.
Now I could have joined crosswind, downwind or base leg, but I've decided to make a standard overhead join today. That means we fly overhead the airfield 2,000 feet above the runway. We descend on the opposite side to the traffic pattern, or circuit as we call it here, then join the pattern crosswind, routing then downwind, base and final.
It takes a bit of time there, so a lot of pilots don't like doing it, but it does allow you to inspect the runway, inspect the windsock. But with our British weather, as you can see here, sometimes it's not always easy because the clouds are quite low, but we're just about managing it. So we're in the overhead now, we're keeping an eye out for everyone. Also allows us to integrate with the circuit if it gets busy down there. Means we can wait up here before dropping in.
The standard overhead join is one of the most common ways to join the pattern at an airfield here in the UK, but despite that, many pilots still don't know how to do it properly.
Golf India Victor descending dead side.
India Victor, roger.
The aim is to cross the crosswind numbers at 1,000 feet, so that's what I'm timing here. Landing light on, doors are locked, we are strapped in. So now we track out to the outbound leg, looking for traffic joining on the downwind where there is none. Gulf India Victor, late downwind, 27 to land.
Golf India Victor, roger.
Golf India Victor, final runway 27.
Golf India Victor, runway 27 is vacant, 240 degrees, 7 knots.
Golf India Victor.
So here we are at sunny Turweston, always a pleasant welcome here. Thanks for following along on the video. I hope you enjoyed my little roundup of some of the weird things about flying in the UK as compared to the rest of the world. People in the UK, this is normal, but for those of you elsewhere, you often look at our videos and our flying and think, well, that's a bit odd. Yeah, we like to be different here. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you soon. Fly safely, folks. Bye for now.